it's time for another episode in my staying at the cheapest room at the hotel here in Vegas. If you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Annette and I have lived in Vegas for just over 10 years now. I am a Vegas local and I really enjoy going to the strip and just doing fun things. So that's basically what my channel is about. This is going to be my second time doing this. In my first episode, I ended up staying at the Aria Hotel and Casino. If you want to check out that episode, I will have that linked up in the corner, but I had a really good time there. So for today's episode, we are going to Circus Circus, which is actually the cheapest hotel room on the strip from like the research that I did. One thing I do want to mention though is I was of course going to go for the cheapest room, but they have this option where you could stay at the, it's called the Manor Suites, I think, which is not actually like part of the hotel. So I had to do a little bit of research and like read up on reviews and stuff because I wanted to make sure I stayed at the hotel. This other part of the hotel is basically just a motel building like next to the hotel, like a little bit of a walk away from the hotel, and that place had really bad reviews. So I would definitely recommend that if you want to stay at Circus Circus, just make sure that you get a room at the actual resort because the price difference really wasn't that much, and I would say that you're probably going to have a much better experience staying at the hotel itself. So with everything total come together, I only ended up paying $78 to stay for one night. Now the prices on the website are very misleading because it never shows what the resort fee is until you end up checking out. But when I went to actually book my room, it said that the charge for the room was going to be $36. So I was like, you know what, that's very inexpensive. And then of course with the resort fee on top, the resort fee ended up being $37, which was like more than what the room itself cost, which is pretty funny, but honestly that happens a lot here in Vegas. And I also had some of you guys ask me about like parking and stuff. I don't drive, so I Uber everywhere, so that wasn't even like something that struck my mind to even think about, but they do have free parking at Circus Circus. I did look that up. I just wanted to mention it in case you were wondering about that. So I think we should just head over to Circus Circus so you can see like my experience at the hotel, and then I will sum up a little bit at the end how I felt about the stay. So this is where you walk into the casino, and over here is the check-in desk. Now, when I checked in yesterday, there were quite a few people. I want to say I waited in line for about 20 minutes or so before I was able to get a key, but really it wasn't too bad, and they just didn't have a ton of people checking in. But once you got to check in, everybody seemed really nice, and the person who helped me was very helpful. So this is where you check in, just right over there, and then the place that I am staying in, I'll show you the elevators. The elevators are actually right here, which was very convenient, and sometimes you have to walk very far to get to your rooms, but I got very lucky this time because obviously they do have other towers here too. So this is our floor. This is the 30th floor. They actually asked me when I checked in if I wanted a low floor or a high floor, and I said I wanted a high floor because I do like me a good view. So let's go ahead and find the room. Actually, the room isn't far from the elevator either, so I feel like in a lot of ways I got very lucky this time. So this is the room that I stayed at, and of course this isn't going to be first impression because I've already been here for a night, but I will still show you what it looks like, so don't expect perfection here. So this is what the room looks like when you walk in. You have the bathroom in here, and then you have a little place to hang clothes if you want that. Always have a mirror, which is nice, and then I got two beds. It's a nice little desk here. I will say that like obviously this is an old hotel, so things do look kind of old and like scratchy, and you can see just like, you can see down here, like there's a couple of scratches and stuff. But other than that, I mean, I feel like the room was pretty nice. I don't know why I can't seem to open that. But yeah, there you go. So everything here does open. There's nothing in anything. There's no mini bar. There's nothing like that, which is a little bit disappointing. I always like to have at least just a clean fridge, you know, just so I can like put stuff that I buy myself, like some soda and some water in there. But other than that, I mean, I feel like the room is pretty decent for what you're paying. Like I said, it is an old hotel, so you can't really expect all that much, I suppose. Can't say I'm the biggest fan of the colors on these curtains, but like who am I to judge, you know? And then you have a nice little table here if you want to put stuff on it, which is nice. You have the beds. The beds was honestly so comfortable, and I really enjoyed staying in them and sleeping here. Pillows were nice. Everything was nice and clean. Nothing smelled bad. There wasn't any, you know, like stains or anything like that. So I don't know. I thought that the room was honestly like better than I expected. I think I just said that already. But here's the rest of it. So again, you can see that things are, you know, fairly old, but it is a very old hotel and you kind of get what you pay for sometimes. And even though it's kind of old and scratchy and dirty, it's just not that big of a deal. So here's a view that I had. Honestly, a very, very nice view. This is the 30th floor. This is the backside of the strip though, so you don't really get to see like any of the other casinos, but I feel like if I'd asked for that, they probably would have given me a better view, but I just kind of wanted to... Oh, actually, you know what? I take that back. Now that I'm looking, I think that the strip is actually like over here, because I think that is the Wynn. So I guess the strip is that way, so it's not like really the backside, it's just that the strip hasn't gone that far yet. So yeah, overall, I'm very happy with my experience here, and I will obviously show you some check-ins and stuff so that you can see what happens next, because some things didn't go to plan, but at the end of the day, I still think that the room itself is it's very nice. I'm also going to show you the bathroom, of course. Totally forgot about that, but it's a very, very basic bathroom. There's not really much to it. Obviously, I have stayed here, like I said, so it's not as clean as it was when I first checked in, but as you can see, nice shower here. They definitely renovated that one because there's no way that looked that nice when they first built this. Got a picture on the wall, got plenty of towels, toilet. Yeah, I mean, this is really all you need in a bathroom. There's also a blow dryer, which is always nice. So yeah, I will check in with you guys in a little bit when I've stayed here for a while, and I will give you some more thoughts that I obviously had throughout staying here. So I think I'm just gonna chill in the room for a little bit. I need to make sure that all of my batteries are charged, and then I'll probably go ahead and do a walkthrough of Circus Circus, which will be in a separate video. This video is just going to be about my experience like staying at the hotel and how I feel about just the room and the service and everything like that, and then I will show you a little bit around the casino in like my other videos so that I can just create some more content, you know what I mean? So I'll probably also have a walkthrough or a video about the, I think it's called the Adventure Dome, which is like the indoor amusement park. So I think I'm gonna also do a separate video on that. So those videos will be coming. If they are up, I will have them linked up in the corner. And also bear with me if the video quality is a little bit different from clip to clip and such, because I've never used my GoPro before and this is the first time I'm using it. So since I don't know how this works, I don't know anything really about it. So if things are looking a little bit like weird sometimes, I'm sorry about that, but just I will figure it out eventually. I'm just not very good at technology and I haven't really done a lot of research, which I'm sorry, I probably should have, but I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that everything is charged for a bit. I might even go down to Krispy Kreme and get a donut. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll show you. I probably will, to be honest. Let's go get a donut. So short little update, but I don't know if you can hear that beeping in the background. That's literally coming from the neighbor's room, and I don't think they're in there. I don't know how I'm supposed to make that stop. I don't know if it will stop ever. I don't know what's causing it, but it's really freaking annoying, and I wish it would stop. It's driving me crazy. It's been going for like 10 minutes now. Update, it's been like another 30 minutes or so. Can you hear the sound? Let me open this door so you can get a better listen here. This is a great experience. I don't know what's going on in here, but it's very loud. It almost sounds like a printer. I don't know what this room is, but it's very loud, and I'm gonna leave for a bit because I can't handle this. Like, I was gonna be on my computer, do some work, but I don't think so. So I just got back to the room again, and the beeping is gone. Listen to this. There's nothing. It's the sound of silence. I'm so happy right now. So glad I didn't have to change rooms. I would have been so mad. So at least now I know that I can stay here the rest of the night. I mean, assuming it doesn't start again, but that makes me feel so much better. So now that everything is charged up, I think I'm gonna go ahead and film a little bit around the hotel, which I'm excited about because now that I've kind of walked around a little bit, I feel like I'm more familiar with the hotel and just I can give a better tour, I guess you could call it. I don't know, but I will check in with you when I'm probably back at the room again, and we'll see what happens tonight. I'll probably just get some food while I'm out. I don't think I want to order room service because actually the room service menu is kind of like meh. It's really just a Mexican restaurant. I will show you the menu if you want to see like what you can actually order to the room. So this is the only room service menu that they have. It's from, I don't even know if it says the name of the restaurant. It's Vince Neil's, I guess. So you can see here, it's basically just like Mexican food. Nothing really appeals to me in here, so I'll probably get some food while I'm out. And like I said, this is the only food option that you can get delivered to your room. I mean, you could probably get Postmates, which, I mean, you can get that everywhere in Vegas, which is great, but I don't think this is what I'm gonna be eating tonight. So I will check in with you guys probably tonight before bed at some point. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe something's going to develop. You never know. Maybe the internet will go out like it did at Aria. I mean, hopefully not, fingers crossed, but I'll talk to you guys tonight. So I'm back in the room. I've been back in the room for a while. Actually, I've just been kind of chilling. I did film a clip earlier where I showed you like the outside, but I was looking at my camera now at the footage that I had, and apparently I have accidentally filmed a lot of stuff in 360 and I don't know how to import that. I've tried to look up tutorials on how to do it and stuff, so I'm just gonna kind of refilm that. So I will show you what the view looks like now that it's dark out, because obviously Vegas is like known for it being dark out, and also I just want to show you like what it looks like compared to what it looks like during the day. So let's take a look outside. So here is what the view looks like at night. You can also see just how dirty the windows are here, but I mean, it's not really a big deal. But here you can see quite the view we have there. We can't really see like the strip from here. We can just see like the backside of the strip. So it would have been fun if we had a strip view being so high up, but here's what the view looks like at night. I'm going to take my makeup off. I'm going to relax in bed, maybe watch a movie, maybe do some editing. Don't really know what I'm going to do the rest of the night, probably just relax. So I guess I will check in with you guys tomorrow morning and see what the situation is looking like. But so far I've had a really good night, and I haven't really had anything else to complain about other than that alarm earlier today. But yeah, I'm just gonna chill right there for a bit, and then I will check in with you guys tomorrow morning. Morning, I basically just woke up. I'm gonna go get some coffee now, and then I'm gonna come back to the room and I'm going to take my luggage and I'm going to check out. But I just wanted to say that I honestly had such a good time staying here, and I didn't think I would for some reason, but like I don't really have any complaints other than that alarm that went off yesterday, and like that of course wasn't the hotel's fault, you know, that could have happened anywhere. So overall, I think my experience here was really nice. The bed was super comfortable as well. So I guess all that's left to see is how the checkup process is, but I can't imagine that's going to be too hard still. So yeah, I've had a really good time. So I think we should just go ahead and check out of the hotel and see how much this all ended up costing me. So now that you have seen everything, I want to just chit chat a little bit about how I felt about my experience. Now, I will say that it was a little bit of a bummer that there was such a big line checking in. Like, I get it, you know, like there's a lot of people wanting to stay there, but I feel like there could have been more people in the check-in line. Now, obviously I wasn't able to show you the actual footage of me like checking in, and you didn't get to see how many people were in line when I was checking in, because I did lose that footage, or I didn't lose the footage. I just didn't know how to use my GoPro, and I was filming on the wrong settings, and I wasn't able to import it because I simply just don't know how to, because I'm stupid. But the line was about 20 minutes, which I felt like was kind of a long time for being like noon on a Wednesday, you know, like I wasn't expecting that. But again, that's not really like the hotel's fault. I guess they could have maybe had more people working there, but other than that, I thought that the check-in was fine. I mean, once I got up there, the person was very sweet. She helped me checked in and everything went very smoothly. So when I got into the room, the first thing that I knew I was going to notice, because I asked them, was that there was no minibar or fridge, which is a little bit annoying because I do prefer having a fridge or a minibar of some sort, especially like just an empty fridge is perfect because I can just buy my own things and put into the fridge. Now, I was only staying for one night, so for me it wasn't that big of a deal, but if I were to like stay there for a whole week or maybe 2 weeks, I would have liked to have a minibar. I don't think that's something that would be really hard for them to like implement into the room, even if it is an older hotel. Like, you just put the fridge in, you know, like it's not that big of a deal. But I will say that they did have free internet at least, which was awesome, and the internet was pretty good. I was able to stream YouTube videos, I was able to do whatever I wanted to do, so nothing really to complain about there. Now, of course, the part about the alarm going off was extremely annoying, but that was not the hotel's fault, and I feel like that could have happened everywhere. Like, you know, they can't really decide if someone's going to put an alarm on their phone, and they can't go into the room, obviously, if the room is occupied, because they're just simply not allowed to. So that was kind of annoying, but they did offer me a new room, at least if I wanted to move, so I didn't do that because I left the room for a bit, and when I came back, like, it was off and it was fine again. So, I mean, other than that, I honestly had a very, very good experience in the room itself. As for like the hotel and casino, the casino part, I should say, I thought that it was fairly clean, like it was clean enough, but a lot of the restaurants weren't open, which I thought was kind of weird. Like the buffet wasn't open, as well as one of the restaurants like upstairs weren't open, and it was around dinner time, which I was like, why? Because everybody wants to eat dinner, so like I thought that was kind of strange. What else? Oh, the casino was also, some places in the casino, not everywhere, but like some places near like the slot machines were a little bit smelly, and you could just tell that like the place is very old, which, I mean, it is an old place, but I don't know if that's an excuse for it to smell bad, you know? But again, I have to kind of think of it as in like, this is the cheapest hotel room on the strip, and like, if you're going here, you probably have a reason for why you're staying at Circus Circus. Maybe you have kids, maybe you don't want to spend a lot of money. If you're not wanting to spend a lot of money on a hotel, you kind of have to expect it to not be as nice as like the nicest casinos or hotels. I feel like that just makes sense. So overall, I would say that my experience staying there was honestly really, really, really good, and I would totally stay there again. Am I a little bit of a snob when it comes to casinos and hotels? I would say that I am, because I do like me a very, very nice hotel room that has like great amenities, but I still had a really nice time. Something else I want to mention though is that I did not go to the pool area because I simply missed it. Like, I totally meant to, but then when I was walking around, I didn't see the signs to the pool at all, so I just like, I thought I was done with like walking around, and I shut off the camera, and then when I came home I was like, oh, you know what, I didn't go to the pool at all. So I feel like that wasn't very well advertised, and I'm pretty sure they have a spa there as well, which I have no idea where it was, probably by the pool area that I never managed to find. But I also don't know if I would have been able to go out because it is very cold in Vegas now. I am filming this in December, so for that reason I feel like I can kind of give myself a pass for not checking out the pool, because I simply just don't know if it was open. Maybe it was, but I will try harder next time to actually show everything, but sometimes it's hard because these places are just so big. So I think those were all of the things that I wanted to say. Let me know where you want me to stay at next. I think I'm going to alternate between like cheap and expensive hotels, so maybe next time I'll go to, I don't know, maybe I'll go to like Venetian or the Wynn or Encore or Palazzo or something like that. Do let me know where you want me to stay next. I also have a video planned where I'm going to stay at Luxor, which I'm very excited about because I've been wanting to like go to that hotel forever. So not to drag this out any longer, but that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see some other Vegas content that I have on my channel, you can click on one of these two videos, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.